friends, welcome back, or welcome if you are new to my channel. My name is Cardi. I like to do knitting and crocheting videos on my channel, and today I have got another weekly vlog for you where I take you along with me for a week of crafting. I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna do yet. I'm kind of leaning towards redoing my tank top from last week. Definitely a couple of rows on my cardigan as always, and yeah, we'll see. Let's just get into it. It's definitely crops, right? But I think if I block this pretty aggressively for length, I can get away with it. Maybe. Also, this is the top one the other way around. Because I don't have any edging, the depth of the armholes are definitely a lot deeper than you would probably like them to be. Time to block, even though I'm not sure if this is gonna work. But I'm gonna attempt to block it for length and just hope it works. Hope it will do magic. Will it? Probably not, but a girl can dream. I finished the top and it's currently drying on the blocking mats, and I'm quickly making a little Christmas ornament for a friend's family. Long story short, I'm going over to a friend's for Christmas, so I wanted to make them something small to as like a thank you. So I'm making a little star ornament. Their Christmas tree is pink, so I got my 3 little pinky thread size yarns together and I'm making a little marled star. This is a free pattern. I will link it in the description as always, but yeah, it's gonna be a little star. The top is definitely too short. I'm not gonna wear it like this, even though I think it's kind of a sleigh. So I should probably frog it immediately. What I can do, actually, no, that's too thick of a yarn to work with this. So this was what my original idea was, right? What if I take this yarn, this is hobby wool left over from my Lumi sweater, in stripes with this. But it's not really the right purple color, and I don't really have anything else that could work, I don't think. I really hope that wasn't camera. That's insane. So now I was thinking, drops and these. This could definitely work together, but this yarn is too thick to work with this yarn. That's not gonna happen. It's so pretty though in the colors. Could always make a hat out of it. Maybe my sock yarns. Yeah, because this was my other idea. I guess that could work too. This was the other purple. That could definitely work stripe-wise. This is fingering, this is DK, so I can just hold this one double. I think that could work. I also have this one. No, that's not. I don't vibe with this one. This could definitely work. Stripes. But I don't really want stripes. I don't really want stripes. I just want it to magically grow. Which it won't. I don't know. This is really sad. I could have known this was gonna happen, but somehow I thought I had more yarn than I had. Okay, well, I'm gonna frog that tank top. I don't know. This is a theme. This is gonna be a theme this year, I can tell. Because we're actually at the scrappy ends of my stash, so we need to be creative. Which means this is probably gonna happen a lot this year, where I make something and then I'm not happy with it and I frog it. That's probably gonna be 2026 for you. We're in this together, okay? Let me know if you have any ideas. You know what? I'm not even that upset. I had fun knitting that tank. So even I'm not gonna wear it, I'm gonna frog it. I have fun. So who cares? I liked knitting it. And I'm gonna frog it and now I can knit it again. We're gonna have to see things from positive sides from now on, okay? Did I knit something I'm not gonna wear? I'm gonna immediately frog, yes. But did I have fun while knitting it? Yes, also yes. This must be because they're all about the same age, but all my cables are starting to just die. The cable just came out of the connector. This is the second one that broke this week. Not the vibe I was going for. But I am working on my cabled Cardi. I'm almost at the third button. Let's see, we have 4 buttons, so we're almost 75% done with the body, I suppose, which is exciting. I did a couple of rows before Christmas and now I'm continuing working on this. Speaking of Christmas, how was it? I hope you guys had a lovely couple of days, whether you celebrate or not. I didn't really celebrate this year, at least not in the way I normally would, but I still had a good time. Yeah, I went to a friend's family to celebrate Christmas and I had a lovely time. Tomorrow I'm going over to Meertjes for like a Christmassy breakfast. Today I'm gonna sit on my ass and just knit and do probably nothing else, because I need to rest up a little. Yo, I saw a very exciting notification, so let me see. I got a notification of Reverie, like if I bought a pattern or sold a pattern. It basically looks the same way, so I thought, oh, I sold a pattern, right? But then I had a closer look and someone has gifted me the GC zipper sweater pattern I talked about in my plans for 2026 video. Like, that's so nice. I don't know if they want me to like say their username, but you know who you are. I'm very excited. It's gonna be great. And if you do want me to properly shout you out, let me know and I will do that in the next video. But I'm excited. That's so nice. Oh, I can't wait. I do still need to get one other yarn for that pattern, so I'm gonna have to go to the yarn store to get the matching non-boucle yarn to work with for the color and the rib details. Oh no, oh no. No, it's fine. It's just the color is apparently double knitted, which we know how I feel about that. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna do it because I think it's worth it. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. That might be my next cast on, I'm not gonna lie. If I have the yarn, of course. I first have to get the yarn. Thank you. I'm very happy with that. That's gonna be great. And hopefully I can make you some nice videos of me using that pattern. Thank you. Things like this usually don't happen to me, but you guys have been so nice. Also, when I talked about the computer, I got a new computer, by the way. I never said that, but I did get the computer. Thank you for that too. I did get some donations and some pattern sales through there, so yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. It feels weird, but I'm very I do really appreciate it, and I'm very thankful, so yes. Also, I've been thinking about maybe spinning my I swear to God, I fell this morning because, I mean, typical. I think something happened with my glasses. Yeah, okay, well, that's something I can't fix myself. I'm gonna have to go to the glasses store, I guess. They can probably fix that for me. Anyway, what was I saying? Spinning. I was thinking, because I'm kind of in a limbo with projects. I have frogged the 6-in-1 top and I haven't found a yarn that I like enough to stripe with it. So I might just make a hat with it or try to find a different project. And if not, I'll allow myself to go to the yarn store and buy a yarn that I can hold with that to stripe that tank top, which is probably gonna be a theme this year, buying like bits and pieces of yarn here and there to be able to use the yarn that I have. I have thought about it and I much rather buy some extra pieces to finish something that I really love than make something I'm not as excited about with the yarn that I already have, if that makes sense. I just think that's a better way of going about it. But because I'm literally brain grasping on thoughts here and there. Anyway, what was I saying? Spinning. Because I'm in a limbo with my projects, I did actually work a little bit on my cardigan. I'm like 75% done with the body by now, which I mean the entire body of the cardigan, so from top here to the bottom. That's actually not completely true, from where I stopped shaping for the shoulders. So, you know, where I started with the button bands, all the way down, that's like, if we call that 100%, I'm like 75% there. This is gonna all make sense to you, I'm sure. Pretty happy with that. It's just the rows are so long each time, and it's like I sit down, I knit like 2 rounds and then I'm like, nah. which, you know, is fine. I'm gonna be able to finish it that way for sure. But because I'm not that motivated, or not, I wouldn't say I'm not motivated, because I do really want to finish this, but just there's more time that I want to knit than there's time that I want to knit on this cardigan. So I kind of want a second project, and it was the 6-in-1 top, but then that didn't work out. And so what I was thinking, this is actually what I wanted to say. Hello, we have made it. What if I continue spinning? I've got this rainbow floof in like a sweater quantity that I want to spin into yarn for a sweater. I made 3 hangs of 100 grams. Well, about 100 grams. I think together they're all like 340 grams if I remember correctly. And then I still need to obviously like do what, 500 grams or something. So I still need to spin a lot more to actually be able to make that sweater, and I'd much rather first spin the entire, like spin all the yarn and then cast on that sweater, instead of now already casting on the sweater with the yarn that I have and then having to spin while I'm mid-project. Like that sounds like a nightmare to me. And I haven't felt the spinning groove, but I've been watching some spinning videos lately on YouTube, and I've been getting into the fiber studies, knit and weave. I want to say Eve, but I know you don't say Eve. Effa? Don't you love winter? My phone, literally the last time I looked on it was 30% and now it's on 1. My battery is cooked. To be fair, yesterday when I'm hold on, I still need to finish my story. I've been watching the fiber studies knitting with, I'm gonna say Eve, I know it's incorrect. I think it's Eva, but I'm not entirely sure about that. So knitted with Eve, Eva has a series with our fiber studies where she spins a new different type of wool each month into like some beautiful yarn. I've been getting into that series and it's kind of getting me in the groove to spin. So I've been thinking about maybe doing that. My side thought was yesterday was so incredibly cold, it was not even funny anymore. I think the temperature outside was like -4 degrees, but it felt like -14 or something like that, if I were to believe the weather apps. And I believe it because I was outside and I was wearing leather gloves and I still couldn't feel my fingertips. Like it was actually insane. And I had on my hats, then I had on my headphones, and then I had on my hoodie hat, and I was still cold. So yeah, no, that was not as fun, but I mean, I made it. Today wasn't as bad, luckily, but yeah, it's definitely winter. Anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping now because this clip is 10 minutes long and you don't need to hear all that. Oh, actually, now that we're yapping anyway, sit down, okay? This is gonna take a little bit longer. I have been thinking of ways I can spice up my YouTube game, right? And I was thinking maybe I can do like a live situation, if you all are interested in that, obviously. If you'll be interested in like a live, I think it would be fun if we had like I think first like once a month little live session where I work on my knits and y'all can work along with me, or just ask me questions and we have a little chat, like actual in real life engagement with each other. I think that would be fun. I'm obviously going to continue with my weekly vlogs, but I was thinking also making separate project vlogs of each item I will be making, and then just reusing some of the footage for both videos, right? So if you're gonna watch both videos, you're probably gonna see some footage that is overlapping, but also some new footage, obviously, but like make 2 videos about one project, if that makes sense. So we have some extra videos here and there. And then I was thinking of maybe just turning on my memberships, and then with the disclaimer that don't expect like anything from me, really. I was thinking maybe I could like post some bloopers, you know, when Marble is singing her little heart out. Maybe when I say some stupid... I just did it. Maybe if I say stupid stuff, make a fool of myself, I could put it in the bloopers and then, I don't know, post bloopers. But if you're like, yes for the memberships, but I would like to have something, let me know any ideas that aren't like too involved. It's not that I don't want to, but because of my mental health and also my physical health, I can't guarantee a new something every month for the memberships, and I just don't want anyone to get disappointed. I feel very bad about that, so it's something I've been thinking about. I don't think I fully have a concrete answer, but if you have any ideas, suggestions, whatever, feel free to let me know. If you've watched Vlogmas, I had such a nice reaction to that too. I really, really do appreciate it. If you watch Vlogmas, which of the Vlogmas videos were your favorite? And which are you like, this is something we would be interested in watching in the future? Let me know, okay? I'm on the lookout for like video ideas. So yeah, that is, I think, everything I have to yap about. My throat is actually starting to hurt, so I'm gonna actually stop. I'm gonna hate myself when I have to edit this. So, bye. Alright, so it's the end of the week. Let's discuss what we've worked on. First, I finished my 6-in-1 top. I can't show you because I also frogged it. And then I've tried 2 other yarns to work with it, but it just didn't work out. So I abandoned that project. I frogged it all and just put it back in my stash. Then I've done a couple of rows on my reef cardigan. This is where we are at. I finished the 3rd buttonhole, so we're officially 75% there. Made a little bit of progress on that, not too much, but pretty solid if you ask me. And then I did some spinning. So I'm gonna leave it on here just because I will probably start spinning again a little bit later today. But I probably did like half of this, not too much, but also still with some solid progress. Obviously this week was quite busy anyway, so I'm pretty happy with what we've done. Not too much, not too little. First of all, if this was the first video of me who watched, I'm incredibly sorry. It was a lot of yapping. I'm sorry about that. I hope you still enjoyed it. Next week, we're officially gonna start a new series called the 2026 Stash Down. I am gonna basically use this exact format, but we're just gonna start fresh in 2026 and we're gonna go strong and hopefully make some good progress on my destashing next year. Speaking of that, I hope you guys are having, or gonna have, depending on when you're watching this, a lovely end of the year / New Year's Eve / New Year. Be careful, have a lot of fun, and if you want to see more of me, you can follow me on Instagram or on Ravelry, but you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment on the video for the algorithm. Without further ado, I will see you guys in the new year. Happy New Year.